Welcome to SF Commercial Property Conversations with Bruce Bean, where Bay Area investments meet expert insights. Get ready to unlock the strategies of commercial real estate success.
So today we have Asher McInerney with us. Sorry about that. And Asher is a San Francisco native, but he's spent time on the French Riviera selling real estate in France and the Europe area. So Asher, it's great to have you. I'd just love to hear how you got into real estate in general.
Well, they say I was born on a bulldozer here in San Francisco. My Irish roots started growing here in 1851 in the Barbary Coast era, and my ancestors built out a lot of the Sunset districts, surrounding districts. My father got into multifamily development and single-family home development, so I was raised as a construction worker, a laborer, putting together multifamily and single-family homes all around the city. And I guess it just kind of stuck. After college, I got my real estate license. I've been licensed in San Francisco to sell property for 20 years, and I've built, about 10 real estate development projects in the past 20 years in various locations in San Francisco. So it's a passion.
So do you work for your own company or do you hang your shingle under another group?
We've got a family development office called Anasazi Properties. And my California my California salesperson license is with Ground Matrix.
Nope.
I don't know if you could hear that. We're having a little bit of an emergency outside.
Oh, okay. Hopefully it's not going to affect you.
I don't think so. My California salesperson license is with Ground Matrix. Chris Foley, and they got a good commercial outfit. I specialize more in commercial sales these days, where we're selling folks the space for their business. So whether it's a spa or a barbershop or a restaurant or a bar or an office or a design studio, those are all clients we've serviced kind of in the past 5 years in the San Francisco market with Small Business Association lending. And then I've got my French license at a firm called Fract Homes, based out of Monaco, servicing the French Riviera.
So tell us, just for fun, what are some of the homes or one of the homes you've sold in the French Riviera? That's got to be an interesting market.
It's a great market, beautiful place in the world, a lot of amazing property. We just sold a beautiful 3-bedroom, 2-bath, renovated flat apartment in a complex that has a pool, a pétanque court with a sea view, beautiful panoramic sea view from this apartment, 3-bedroom, 2-bath, indoor parking, storage, 1.117 million, 1,170,000 euro. So fairly affordable by San Francisco standards. Walk down to the beach, the old town in Villefranche-sur-Mer, which used to be the home to the 6th Fleet of the U.S. Navy post World War II.
Oh, wow. They have a Navy port in Monaco?
Villefranche-sur-Mer, post débarquement in the south of France, when we expelled the powers from Nice, we occupied the port in Villefranche. It was a big American military town.
Is there still a presence there now?
There's a lot of nostalgia. And we get the 6th Fleet coming back every year to celebrate their friendship with France. And there are certainly many, many remembrance days for D-Day and Liberation Day, and lots of revelry every year around the Americans saving the region.
Well, that's much more affordable than I was expecting. I mean, I thought you would tell me that was a $5 million property. So
we have those too.
There are plenty of those available.
There's a great new project in Juan-les-Pins called Le Provençal. It's the old Provençal Hotel on top of the Juan-les-Pins Jazz Fest. And Jean Caldwell, a developer based out of the UK, bought it, renovated the whole thing, spared no expense. huge outdoor lap pool, Pano sea view. Many of the homes have private pool. So there is that type of property too, but we want to open the doors so that all Americans can have access to property in France and the French Riviera. So the first home that I sold in France was 284,000 euro, 2 bedroom, 1 bath, Port de Nice, right on top of the tram line. You can get off the airplane, hop on the tram, and be a block to your house. Renovated, 2 bedroom, 1.5 bath, 284,000 euro. And I can get Americans financing with 30% down, rates around 4%. So it's quite affordable in the French Riviera for Americans.
So what are the little hoops you have to jump through to even own property in France?
Americans are entitled to own property in France. You need a birth certificate, passport. Post sale, you're going to want a bank account to pay electric, heat, etc. I mean, just get you set up for financing like here. I mean, it's the same process as owning in the US.
Wow, that's much less than I expected. I mean, obviously in Finland, you have to learn how to speak the language to even get in. I don't know about buying property, but certain other countries I'm sure are much more difficult to get into.
Not a requirement to know French to buy property in France. And we sell to people sight unseen. I'll get out there with the iPhone, do a video tour, and I'll have clients say, I'll take it. And then we can set up the notary over there, which is like a title officer here with a power of attorney, and they don't even have to be there to close. So it's actually quite a streamlined process once you figure out how to get through the bureaucracy they have set up.
But it sounds like you've got that kind of wired, so it's a pretty easy process.
We've got it down pat.
All right, well, let's jump back to San Francisco. You just are in the process of building or finishing a development in the Excelsior area.
We just finished an 8-unit development, new homes. We've got 3 bedroom floor plans and 2 bedroom floor plans, 4 of each in the Excelsior district. So we finished the project in 2022 and we're starting sales phase 1 now. So I've got homes priced around 1.2 million for a 2 bedroom and 1.4 million for a 3 bedroom.
That again sounds actually pretty reasonable.
There you go. Send all buyers. I'm here right now.
Come on,
actually.
come on, buyers. Let's go. Yeah. Oh, there we are. We can have a tour of the space right now.
A 360 virtual tour right now on the podcast.
This is fantastic. I love it.
Right?
This is the first time this has ever happened.
I'm prepared for you. Hey, you told me to show up. I'm here.
That is a very nice looking unit. I love it.
Thank you.
So all new construction.
Yes. Yeah, we've got double concrete podium and 4 stories of wood above. Some of the homes have private roof deck. Others have private garden in the back. All of them have a little bit of outdoor space, private parking and storage. So we're a little bit ahead of the curve with the condos and townhomes for sale in the Excelsior. We've seen this as the fastest growing neighborhood in San Francisco over the past 5 years, with lots of new projects hitting the market, but the large bulk of them being rental projects. So we want people to own property in San Francisco. We want people to build equity through home ownership, and we're here to facilitate that as well.
Well, are a lot of people potentially thinking they're going to rent out for 1 or 2 or 3 years and then sell after that?
Well, we've rented property in here to folks who have lived here for 3 years and are thinking of moving on. But, you know, it's a buyer's market in San Francisco now still. My projection is in 12 months, the landscape for property sales in San Francisco is going to be very, very different. On the CRE side, you've got companies storming in to take space all over the place, and the rental market is skyrocketing. I mean, rents are very, very hot, inventory's low. So I think once rates get cut more, it'll drive people back to buying homes. They'll say, look, gosh, if we're going to be here for 5 years, I might as well buy this place. I make the equity. It'll cost me about the same. You get a 3 bedroom off of me. You live in one of the nice primary suites. There's another primary suite upstairs and then a guest down here with a bathroom in the hall. You could rent it out to your friends. You could operate it however you want. Works for a small family as well, or a medium-sized family. So it's a versatile asset. It's right on mission. So you've got food, restaurants. I just got my hair cut at Daniel Executives across the street. So yeah, I'm happy to be out here in the Excelsior, and it's a vibrant time for San Francisco with the new administration in charge. They're doing sweeping changes with the family zoning and eliminating some of the red tape for small businesses to make it easier to open up and operate. So it's really exciting to feel that happening right now in San Francisco.
So I assume you have parking.
Parking, one car parking for every home.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. A garage or just a parking space?
Garage.
Yeah. Okay. Makes sense. So yeah, you only need one car in San Francisco at the most.
Or a bike.
Yeah, a bike. You got to have a bike. So this sounds like the AI boom in San Francisco is bringing people in. What do you think?
AI boom is real. You can feel it in every neighborhood.
So is some of the retail coming back? I keep seeing, articles of restaurants closing and so forth and so on. But what do you think?
We're starting to get new concepts. I mean, Nintendo just came into Union Square. I think they've got some plans to save or bring back some of the businesses that left, like Nordstrom, Macy's. I think they've got a really super plan for Saks. So some of the larger stuff in Union Square is being taken care of. And then you're seeing some mom and pop stuff come into neighborhoods like Russian Hill. There's a new wine bar called Chez Brando. He's been waiting 3 years to open up his shop. And under Lurie's administration, they stamped him last Friday and he's open now. So it's exciting when you see the pace accelerate like that. The new administration say, "You're done. You waited long enough. This has been sitting on idle hands, and there's an injustice that's been done." So hopefully they can expedite things for the locals here because social conditions haven't been optimal the past 3 years in San Francisco. But every day you're feeling it get better. New businesses opening, new programs from the mayor's office, and it's really exciting.
Did you see any spinoff from the Salesforce conference that just came into town?
Yeah, we definitely saw more people in town from Dreamforce, not like in the heyday 10 years ago where the city's kind of taken over and all the restaurants are taken over. It was a scaled down show, but you could definitely feel that people were in town. You have Crustation also, if you like restaurants. Crustation that used to be on Polk and California there with the crab on the elevator. They just took a space in the financial district and it looks really slick. So I'm excited to go down to Crustation, have some garlic noodle maybe later this week. So people are claiming their stake, taking space, building new projects. One of my trainers, he's opening a new gym right across from the Banker's Heart there on what is it, 540 Cali.
Oh,
So
wow.
they're doing a brand new gym. They're doing a program there to help folks 70 plus with diet and fitness to
Oh,
keep
wow.
people well. So there's a lot of really exciting things happening in the city, and I think in 12 months it'll return to kind of 90s, early 2000 glory of the greatest city in the world. Us San Franciscans always believe that we're the greatest show on earth. So I think that's coming.
No, I'm so glad to hear that. I mean, we came into San Francisco in 87, and I mean from 87 to 2000 till the dot-com bust, it was just rocking and rolling. So it was a fantastic place to live and work and so forth. So
We're
I
headed back.
we're headed back. Well, that is great news. Obviously, retail is hot elsewhere. I mean, down here in the peninsula in San Mateo, where I am, retail has gone crazy, but it sounds like in the city it's starting to come back, jump back also.
A little bit. There's still pockets where there's some opportunity, but you're seeing small business owners even buy space.
Mm.
Um, there's a shoe cobbler on Polk operating a business there for four generation called Frank's next to the old Bob's Donuts, which is Bob's has also expanded on Polk. There's two locations, and I think I heard a third on Deviz. I haven't seen it. He purchased a new location. They've got a barber shop, and then they're going to open up a pizza place next door. So, when you're in these little neighborhood corridors like Polk, and some of the other places, you're watching the neighborhood actively grow and expand, and you're seeing new people move in for the AI boom. So hopefully it fuels more small to medium sized real estate development, because with the affordable housing requirements at 25% on-site affordable and the cost of materials, there's been a bit of a lull in mid-sized development the past 10 years in San Francisco. I'm also hoping that they get creative with some spot rezoning, because I see a lot of opportunity on Geary. You've got the old Boudin bakery out there in the inner Richmond. It's been sitting there forever. It's a great corner. Somebody needs to buy that, build something great above, and have new revitalized commercial on the corner on the ground floor there. So I think with the new mayor's administration, they're more open to dealing with business people that understand how to improve the quality of the city, along with their program to improve the safety.
So that's an interesting question. In your 8 units, did you have to put in any affordable?
No, there's a loophole. Under 10 units, no affordable requirement.
Oh, okay. All right. So if you go over 10, then you have to put what, 25%? Is that what you said?
No, 10 to 24 is a special category of building where it's normally around 10 to 15% affordable.
Oh,
And
okay.
then 25 and up is 25% on-site affordable. But that's kind of a deal killer for developers. It's nice to do the affordable housing, but you can't overkill it. You gotta let the free market kind of operate a little bit better than that. So we'll see what happens there.
So I'm curious, has rent control affected you very much in your process?
The traditional rent control only applies to properties that are built pre-76. Newsom put on some new rent control, which is basically 5% cap plus
Right.
CPI, which is normally around 5%. So we've actually done some 10% raises on folks that haven't gotten a raise in 4 years this year. But normally we're just raising a little bit. Rent
Yeah.
control does not affect us. Actually, rent control is not a
Yeah.
factor in our new development business.
Yeah, the new business. Yeah, your older units probably are affected, but it sounds like you're in pretty good shape with that
Yeah.
situation.
Yeah, I mean, sadly, what you see rent control affecting is the quality of housing stock available, because with these long-term tenants who have been paying, 800 or whatever for 20 years,
Right.
it's hard to maintain that building. And then the owner has to sell it, or things start falling apart, or there's not good heating. It's not a good quality housing stock. So I'm hoping for reform here, and a boom for mid-sized developers like me. We can build some more housing.
Has Lurie talked about reforming rent control at all? I haven't tracked that part of it.
I don't think you could touch rent control.
Yeah. Okay. That's a tough subject to delve into for sure.
Yeah.
Well, okay. So I am just curious, just for fun, given that you've spent some time in France, what's your favorite food or sandwich?
In France?
Well, or in the US or in San Francisco.
Well, my
You
favorite
already
sandwich
mentioned some great restaurants.
my favorite sandwich in San Francisco is undeniably Luca Delicatessen on Chestnut, serving the Marina since 1929. Luca's the best. Luca's the best cold cut sandwich in town. I hear if you're a VIP, they'll heat something up for you these days, but I never heated a sandwich up for anybody when I worked in there.
Oh,
Uh,
oh wow, well, that's an interesting. I was going to ask you about that earlier. You came through the kind of construction labor market to get to where you are. So you basically know the full nuts and bolts from ground up in terms of how to build something. It sounds
we do.
like.
Yeah, yeah. Started putting them together when I was a teenager.
That is a aspect of development that a lot of people don't get. So that's a nice feature to have, I would think.
Yeah, I can sawdust in your hair and the sweet scent of chemicals in your nose. We weren't wearing a lot of masks back then, so God knows what's in the body now, but I'm sure it's better than most things I found in college. And then restaurant, I got to go with classic because I'm kind of missing France right now. Classic steak frite. I'll go relais de l'entrecôte. Entrecôte. If no one has been, it's kind of a pseudo unlimited steak and fries concept where they have a special sauce. They'll bring you unlimited fries. They normally do kind of a mid-grade red wine. Originally, these two brothers that had too much red wine, they said, how are we going to sell all this red wine? They said, let's open a steak shop. We sell the red wine with the steak. So they did. And one of the brothers kept the chain in Paris, and the other brother expanded nationally called L'Entrecôte. But it's kind of French fast food, steak frite, L'Entrecôte. So I'd love to have some fries, some steak, and some red wine.
This is the In-N-Out Burger of France.
It's the In-N-Out Burger of France, relais de l'entrecôte.
Wow. Okay. I'm going to tell my son-in-law about this. I suspect he already knows about this. So just
He knows.
fun to end the conversation here. Who would you like to sit with this French fries and steak and talk with?
Who would I like to sit and talk with?
Alive or maybe not so alive?
Alive or not so alive? God, I'll take my Grandpa George.
Oh, Grandpa George. As a true San Franciscan also, right?
Yes. No, I
Yeah.
born in Sacramento, but born in Sacramento, that one, but he lived in the city quite a while. Operated a company called Pioneer Appliance back in the day. I think it was
Oh,
founded
wow.
in 1946.
Oh, wow. That is a call. All right. Well, let's end for now. I look forward to talking to you again in the near future because so many things are changing in San Francisco right now. I'm sure there's going to be an update in 3 to 6 months that we need to talk about.
Let's schedule something for 3 months, and if you have anything in the meantime, let me know. I'm here for you.
I'm sure there's a lot that we can do together. I look
All
forward
right.
to it. All right.
Let's get it on.
I'm all for it.
Ciao, Bruce.
Hold on a minute here and I'll explain what happens.
All right.
That's a wrap on today's journey through the SF commercial real estate scene. Ready to share your story? Visit sfcommercialconversations.com/guest. Your insights could lead the next conversation.